Okay then. Looks like we're gonna have to do something. Yeah, we're gonna do something. How about we go to Guardians of the Galaxy 1-3? Yeah, we haven't seen it before, right? Yeah. Volume 3. Mm-hmm. Okay. See what Henry Cavill could look like as Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 1-3. Epic stream. Hmm. Is Rocket going to die in Guardians of the Galaxy 1-3? Does he have to? I know. I don't know. I think Rocket is. Was Rocket going to die, right? Maybe. Hmm. Let's see. Is Daffy Duck's Rocket Raccoon for the chopping block? That's a question on our minds following new comments from Guardians of the Galaxy writer-director James Gunn, who discussed the fan-favorite superhero character in an interview about his spectacular firing and rehiring from the Marvel franchise, describing his very strange and attached relationship to Rocket. Gunn revealed that it was the missed opportunity to end the cybernetically enhanced raccoon's story that bothered him the most after his Guardian's departure. When will Guardians of the Galaxy 1-3 be released? And what's going on with James Gunn? Marvin the Martian says Guardians of the Galaxy wouldn't have been the same without James Gunn. Disney rehires James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Rocket is me. He really is. Even if that sounds narcissistic. Gunn told Deadline, Groot is my dog. Groot is like my dog. I love Groot in a completely different way. I relate to Rocket and I feel compassion for Rocket, but I also feel like his story has not been completed. Rocket has an arc that started in the first movie, continued into the second, and goes through Infinity War and Endgame. And then I was set to really finish that arc in Guardians 3. That was a big loss to me, not being able to finish that story. Sure, he could just be talking about Rocket's ongoing ability to welcome friends and love into his life after years of mistrust and anger. But what if Rocket's story end is also, well, his end? In his first appearance, 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy, we were warned that Rocket might not be around as long as the rest of the team. Aw, what the hell. I don't got that long of a lifespan anyway. He quips as a gang take on an apparently suicidal mission, so who's to say that lifespan isn't coming to a close by the time of Volume 3? After all thanks to the time jump in Avengers Endgame, it's now been almost 10 years since Rocket first appeared. We have no idea how long he was around before that point, but it has had to have been a good few years for him to build up his reputation and career as a pilot bounty hunter, meaning that he could be a good deal older than we think already. In the wild on Earth, raccoons tend to live for 3 years. In captivity, it can be up to 20. But even that, by that upper limit, Rocket could be getting a little long in the tooth. On the other hand, it could be that the cybernetic enhancements grafted onto him that make him the upright talking creature that he is have also enhanced his lifespan to at least a few years longer than that. Who knows? He could have another 10 years yet, and compared to other life forms, that would still be a relatively short lifespan, as he just suggested. Unless, of course, this hypothetical death in Volume 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 1-3, Guardians Volume 3, is caused from injury rather than old age, in which case all this internal arguing has been a bit pointless, oh well. Look, the end of Rocket's story doesn't have to mean his death. It could mean, as we touched on above, a conclusion to the emotional arc that he's followed over the two Guardians and most recent Avengers movies, without sacrificing a fan favorite character who's probably not quite as hard to keep around as some others. It can't be that expensive to get Daffy Duck in the recording booth, and James Goon's brother, Sean, portrays him on set. But we just can't shake the feeling that dark times could be coming for Rocket and his teammates whenever Guardians Volume 3 finally does come out, and we'll be wearing a respectful black welding goggles into the cinema just in case. So, do they think that, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be Rocket's last words? Yeah, I guess Rocket will die in Volume 3, and nobody will join the Guardians. That's too bad. I just hope Groot will die too. Yeah. So I think Rocket will die, and Groot still live. I will live. Well, Gamora's still out there, just being with the Eternals. And then Drax quit because he doesn't use James Gunn's script. Okay, here's one thing. What? I'll still live. Gamora's out there. Drax is quitting. And Rocket is going to die. Groot is still alive. So I'm going to be with Groot. And then in Thor 4, this should be good for them by then. So Thor is going to be with you? Yep, Thor is going to be with me. Okay. Who's going to play as Thor? Maui. Good. So Rocket will die in this scene into that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and then he'll never live until Lila will have a chance to be in the Guardians. Oh, so Lila wants to be in the Guardians. So I do, right? Yep, you do. Okay, so I'll be in the Guardians if Rocket still die. Okay. Anyway, let's just turn off for now, okay? It was like 7 minutes long. Yep.